Sabas, particularly avoiding getting denied too much, because that's going to prevent him from being able to get that escape out. Both teams a little bit lacking in the stun department, so these early levels on Nisha and Sabas very important. Bot side.
Oh, nice stun from Zayats through the tree line. We'll clip onto Slardin, and I had an incredible game 1, and it's going to continue that form into game 2 as Zayats finds first blood.
Low on the old regen though. Don't
Top
have
lane?
any coming up.
Uppy's getting chased. Kataro's got another round of the shrapnel. This time it's level 2. They'll need the decay for the extra damage, and that's enough to secure the kill. So Tempest, they'll hit back instantly.
It actually went the point in the impetus, which I'm not sure if it's the greatest choice, right? Come out at a similar sort of time as the shapeshift, and then make a rotation up towards where Rezo's playing.
Bottom lane. Zayats is going to be able to find the Earthshaker in the tree line. Fissures a potential from Slardin, has to be cautious about the spike Carapace, but Sabas is actually rotated down to bottom. So going to look to jump Crystallis, an easy kill for them to find, and they've still got some vision onto the Nyx Assassin. Thanks to the Swarm, able to scout him out, escaping to the eastern side. Sabas, another round of the ultimate if he wants to, but it looks like Draken will have the damage, and that gets him some more earn charges as well. A beautiful rotation coming out of the position 2 from Tempest.
Good play from both teams, but the big thing that was different for me this game versus the last one is just that vision that they've got set up around the mid lane for Tempest in particular. Kachu was in position, he realized that, look, me being at that bottom lane...
Oh no, the Remnant, it's just... No, he runs into the chat totem! Oh no! That was awkward from both sides. Sabas missed on the stun, but he just didn't zip away. And what a rotation then!
Again, I don't contribute anything at this stage of the game. If it's the laning stage, obviously, I'm an Undying, I'm a beast, but in terms of these super early team fights, not so much unless it's a full 5-on-5.
Kayu, TPs are starting to come out. Can he get the tombstone down before they secure the kill? He's going to be able to do so. Now with the rotations, they're going to be cautious on Secret how long they stick around, but look at the call from them. They want to turn to deal with the tombstone. They'll finally bring it down, but it does come at a cost at Zayats' life.
Plenty of mana to play around, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the best play overall. Even popping that shapeshift there. Big fingers.
This reaction to simulate Sabas. He doesn't have any more ultimate charges though. They're going to go for Katyu. A Remnant's going to be off the mark. They're committing towards the Void Spirit, but he's got no one else, no extra reinforcements to keep alive the position 2, and our Resolution can crunch down the Undying's life as well. It's a great rotation. Rezo claims top. The first use of the shapeshift to mid lane he goes, and it's going to be...
I understand it. The lanes are in a relatively decent position, so they could probably afford to, but you need to connect on this. And I think,
you need
honestly...
vision.
Yeah, and Kotaro needs to show on the lane too.
They need to drop the tombstone in a position where Secret aren't going to be able to address it. So on the high ground for the moment, inside the river they go. Slardin's in with the Echo Slam onto the Storm Spirit, and the damage is enough. Sabas has been able to blow up Nisha, but can they get out? As the Impale clips the Void Spirit, they've got the damage coming through from the Vendetta, but they haven't addressed Kitaro on the Sniper. Freely right-clicking from afar is the position 1 on Tempest, and it means that they'll come out on top in the trade, and they might even get Resolution as well. A Pogo stick forward, Slardin's got the extra control, and Draken will just slip past the wall that blocks him out as Tempest. An incredible fight from them inside the river. We finally see the usage of Slardin's Blink.
This is why I trust him to play the Earthshaker, man. The laning stage wasn't so great, but they realized the conditions that they need to meet to be able to have a successful fight. You know Secret want to take Roshan, so set up vision, defend it heavily, play around the tombstone as much as possible, create the havoc to allow that Echo Slam to come through. And, you know, Kataru, he got there a tiny bit late, but he was still able to influence that, grabbing himself a couple of kills in that fight.
Another freebie. And potentially a T1 tower as well with the catapult, although Nisha's going to look to get some revenge, and the rest is Secret. Instantly funneling to the mid lane.
Trying to bait out this tombstone.
They're poking him down from afar. They'll jump back in. They've got control of the area now with the tombstone laid down in Secret. They've got to get out. They will be able to do so, but it comes at a cost of another support. But as long as they can keep this tier 1 tower alive, that's the main thing from them. As Nisha's going to jump in. He's falling a little bit low in the mana department. Meanwhile, Crystallis, though, well, his health, it's not looking too good for the Razor. Again, without the BKB, struggling to be able to enter the fights. So it's going to be a very big issue.
It does feel like Oh, hold on. They're going for another smoke here. Is anyone going to be in a position to pop it? Catch you just out of range.
Ooh.
Draken might be the one that gets caught here.
Zayats gets a jump. Onto the Undying. They should be able to blow him up. They also see Slardin's position as well, but the Earthshaker's going to be okay for the moment. Slardin actually jumps into the middle. They don't have the control at the moment to hold them back. They'll kill off the Nyx Assassin, but this gives a free fight for Nisha. A long zip in to be able to deal with the Earthshaker. And now Tempest, they're in full retreat. To the right side, Draken trying to deal with Nisha, a TPR.
Apart from potentially a lot of these other teams in the last chance qualifiers.
And the fact that also Secret are unable to... Resolution? Is he in some trouble? Kataru nearby. Gotta be cautious though, because Zayat's gonna hold the back. The damage onto the sniper. Pop is just freely right-clicking the impetus. Oh no, they didn't respect Secret. They entered their domain, and now Crystallis is still on the damage. Slardin's gonna be in with the Echo Slam, clipping just onto the Storm Spirit. Nisha, zip out, and he'll be okay, but now you need to look to address the Razor, as Crystallis has gone untouched throughout the team fight, soaking up all the damage, and now they'll turn to Draken as well. Slowed down.
Katara's nearly got his BKB too, but imagine if they had got that and taken a good team fight and gotten Roche themselves. Such a winning position.
See what they can do now in Tempest. They need an area to be able to take a team fight.
Found him again.
Zayats is going to look to take that away. Onto the Undying. They go. Oh, there's my Carapace. Oh, it's perfect. Zayats with the chain control, but Sabas is okay for the moment. The damage, they'll turn it back around, dealing with the first life on the Storm Spirit and Tempest. They got to get out. Sabas is not in fighting shape with all the ultimate charges on cooldown. They'll turn to Slardin instead. The easy kill onto the Earthshaker. They're going to be cautious with their positioning because Katara's in trouble, but not messing around. A BKB will protect the sniper. Inside the base they go. They don't care about how deep they dive because they know that Tempest are not in fighting shape. A Secret just swarmed inside their own territory, and they'll find all 5.
Could they just go top? I guess they for the sniper to be able to get away from the Razor. He dived him inside of his base, and he was still very comfortable.
Sabas? Both ultimate charges into the high ground. No one's going to look to move on over. With the Tombstone dropped, it's going to be difficult for Secret to take the fight nearby. The resolution, he'll use the shapeshift. Nisha's even considering about entering towards the backline though. Draken's onto Crystallis. Trying to force out an early use of the BKB. Towards the triangle they go though as Nisha's onto Slardin. As it back in and out, just a poke and prod with the summons is enough to get the kill. Zayats, however, he's separated from the team. And they should find any easier pickings onto the Nyx Assassin. So in the end, Tempest will find a 2-for-1.
You wouldn't,
well,
Nisha.
He would. He would. He might go for Draken.
Exactly where this where Nisha is. He is the one that they're most afraid of in this game right now. But they're playing together so that if someone does get jumped, at least you've got the boys there to help.
Kataru, I was going to say, showed for a second mid. They're going to look to jump Crystallis though. Zayats in once again with the spike. Carapace and have been able to catch out the sniper. There's no hesitation from Nisha. Jumping Kataru. And meanwhile, Sabas has been caught out as well. Secret, once they sense an opportunity, they pounce. And Tempest have lost 3.
But like this is pretty damn obvious as well as when you're underneath an observer ward, but you kind of have to as well because Roshan's potentially respawned. They're going to use the shrapnel to scout out the fact that it's not. But I mean, they've found something even better.
Yeah, they're onto the Void Spirit. Zayats has done it again. Started the fight with the fault from Nisha. The Void Spirit's gone. Cat used next on the agenda. He'll drop the Tombstone, but it doesn't matter. Secret, they're way too far ahead for Tempest to be able to deal with it. Even Kataru just has to BKB TPR, hoping he can escape. And Secret put all their attention onto other heroes.
They're picking him out. Zayats
Kataru.
wants the stun. Ooh!
Oh no. That should be all she wrote. He doesn't have a buyback. The G's are dropped. And Secret, what a great way to be able to start out the last chance qualifiers. They were 2-0 really strong, but at the end of the day, Zayats was a big reason of why they won both games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was saying before we saw any of the games start today that I would be banning out Zayats Tusk. It's been let through a couple of times. They haven't picked it. Time to ban out Zayats Nyx Assassin, I think, because the man is way too good. Or you need to go down the route that I was kind of hoping in that you see a Nyx Assassin early on, you pivot to push. You do basically what Secret did to you, Enchantress style of heroes, like it. Beastmaster. I think that's why you can't necessarily pick a position 3 first before you see Zayat's hero, because, again, that's what he's going to provide a lot of that early tempo. And if you just know that it's a Weaver, then you don't really care. You feel like, all right, we can get away with this next assassin and not lose all of our objectives. Yeah,
which is something that's going to be scary to play up against when Secret go for some of the lineups that they did. So an incredible showing for them being able to come out.